part 2, I guess. We're back again. And yeah, let's get into this. Seems like this is a, obviously promotional thing for the album. I mean, my man dropped this in fucking November. This album rollout has been very, very drawn out. He's got my man Real Artillery RA, who I don't really know much about RA. I just know that he was on the song, that last song with Krept and Conan, which is one of the most underrated lyrical displays ever. But yeah, let's just get into this, bro. And RA was cold on that. I guess that's him right here.
What you saying, my guy? You sure you want to do this?
Sometimes you gotta bury the version of you that's killing you.
Oh, that the old Avelino. I hear you still. That's a little cold line right there too. Sometimes you gotta bury the version of you that's killing you. Gotta become new and better.
Woke up extra early just to give thanks. I just got the new range, mine was on a rich back. Really tryna pedal to the metal, so I did trap. Being impatient, nearly had the loss.
Really trying to pedal to the metal, so I did trap. Cause obviously putting pedal to the metal, sort of just putting your all into something. He's saying he did that with trapping, but also you could say a lot of people. I hear lyrics, Dave, for example, talking about people who are trapping with their bikes. So obviously pedal to the metal, kind of double entendre perhaps, probably reaching, but you hear like kind of lines about it all the time, like people with bikes doing that shit.
An impact, but I saw death, saw jail, and I skipped that. I'm my own worst enemy, and it's a mismatch. Yeah.
I'm my own worst enemy, and it's a mismatch. That's interesting as fuck. So I guess he's saying that I'm no match for, maybe he's like in the beginning he was talking about after burying his old self. Maybe like his old self kind of is his enemy, but he's no match for me anymore. I'm bigger and better type of thing potentially.
Rolex is fuck a wristband, it's AAA V. Anywhere I go, I bring gang.
Ooh.
Wristband is AAA V. Anywhere I go, I bring gang. God save the streets. All these games were painful. Not in a day that I'm weak. Got everything that I prayed for. Still, man, are praying on me. God save the streets. Been through hell and it made a beast. Incredible scenes. Got targets so they aim at me. Yeah, love when they hate on me. Ran from feds but I chased my dreams. Work on me, I had to work. Drop that answer, this had to work. Look at what I had to earn. Young fire can't crash and burn.
Avelino is young fire, but he's saying young fire can't crash and burn. Yeah, this the editing on this is cold. Shout out to whoever edited and directed this.
That answer, this had to work. Look at what I had to earn. Young fire can't crash and burn. God save the streets. I was in a trance, trapping when I got the chance. Yeah, God save the streets. Partying with arms, safe to say, had a blast.
Something that dark.
God save the streets.
Light.
Fucking with a family blood, I take that shit to heart. Got it off the scale, now we're lit, it's off the charts. They've been trying to end.
Got it off the scale, now it's lit off the charts. Basically, like went from trap into music. Putting the food on the scales. Now he's on the charts. Yeah,
from the start. Yeah, on your marks, get you set up, keep it calm. Streets is dark when you're on the streets with dark. Gotta feed the
streets is dark when you're on the streets with dark. Basically saying like when you obviously dark, they say light, dark, different types of cocaine, narcotics, you feel me? So shit basically is shit's peak, shit's dark when you're on the streets with fucking when you're trying to sell drugs on the streets when you're trapping, bro. It's just not a good life.
Fam, but the greed will eat you up. Got you trying to hit the belly with them junkies moving jump. Yeah, that new packs a punch. Man, I've never left the country, but we're always out in country. In the kitchen bagging up punch. Man, I've never left the country, but we're always out in country.
Man, we're never left the country, but still sighting conch. So obviously off that earlier Av Daily Duppy, y'all told me it was basically going conch, is basically going outside the outside the city into the country, going, you know, country lines, that type of thing. Basically saying like these dudes haven't left the country, and they're talking about going, you know, they're citing country, like they're using that as an excuse or whatever. But y'all never left the town, basically.
The kitchen backing up, serving food for their lunch. Take away your re-up money, multiplying, add it up. There's no divide when you come roll with mine. Trapping on stolen bikes, living on borrowed time. Line banging, phone declined, there weren't no cool way in them times. Strip was dry, got everything overpriced. I'm looking at men with jewels, thinking I'm supposed to shine as well. I was low getting...
Looking at men with jewels, thinking I'm supposed to shine as well. You know, the jewels shining, but like you know, me shining as an artist.
Overpriced. I'm looking at men with
What are these men doing? These dudes are flying, bro.
Living on borrowed time, line banging when you come play your re-up money, multiplying, add it up. There's no divide when you come
multiply and add it up. There's no divide. You know, multiply, add, divide.
roll with mine, trapping on stolen bikes, living on borrowed.
There you go, trapping on stolen bikes. I said earlier before people talk about trapping on bikes.
Time, line banging when you come roll with mine, trapping on stolen bikes, living on borrowed time. Line.
Ooh, trapping on stolen bikes, living on borrowed time. You know, kind of the idea of sort of living on time that isn't yours, sort of cheating life, so to speak, with how dangerous the stuff you're doing is. You could say that's kind of what he's talking about. But also the line before, like stolen bikes, and then he's saying as opposed to borrowed time, you know, versus stealing versus borrowing something. Cool.
Banging phone declined, there weren't no cool way in them times.
Facts,
Strip was dry, got everything overpriced. I'm looking at men with jewels, thinking I'm supposed to shine as well. I was low getting high as hell, but not off the shit that I'd buy and sell. Stood by the snail, slugs on the ground, they slide with shells. When there's men on the road trying to find
slide with shells.
Find yourself. God save the streets. I was in a trance, trapping when I got the chance. Yeah, God save the streets. Partying with arms, safe to say, had a blast. Yo, God save the streets. Fucking with a family blood, I take that shit to heart. Got it off the scale, now we're lit, it's on the charts. They've been trying to end us from the start. Know what you do when you play the streets. Ready out here, we play to keep. See my man just loud in speech. Put to the test, he ain't by the street. One of his chests sit down and leak this 40 cows beef. Get an MP like down the street. I'm like, God save.
MP like Downing Street. Obviously 10 Downing Street is where the Prime Minister lives, and then the MP, Member of Parliament, you know, in the government, House of Lords, House of Lords, another one, what is it? House of, I don't even know, fam. House of fucking, I don't even know, fam. That's enough UK politics, you feel me? I explained the bar, you feel me?
The Dean, tired of playing with machines. Step out of place, I'm pay like down the street. I'm like, God save the Dean, tired of playing with machines.
He said like he said God coming like God save the Dean. God save the Dean. My man must be Muslim, I'm assuming, or I don't know, maybe not. But I was talking to someone in the comments about that earlier, like just there be mad Muslim drillers out here. And I sort of knew that before. I just knew there was I knew a few Muslim artists, and that was already enough to blow the US out of water. There's no like Muslim rappers over here really. Like Lil Durk, kind of the only really famous one. But you know, Deen basically is in Islam basically just means like sort of religion itself. That's basically what Deen means. So if you're focused on Deen, that means you're focused on your religion. And so he's saying God save the Deen, basically like save religion out here. And it's kind of interesting way to put it, because you're saying God save Deen, God save the religions type of thing, which is, it's cool. Yeah, come on, let's go. Alright. I'm like, God save the Dean, tired of playing with machines. Step out of place, I'm paging mean. I had a 12 gauge in your jeans, pulled that out the show scene. Pick up the shells, they taking the L's, look at themselves, living in jails, but like a rails, did it in cells. The flow. HMP, age of 15, paper was the main issue. HMP, age of 15, goddamn, what were you doing, man? But actually, I mean, after listening to all that AGB, I know some people were doing haram thing. set you up to sing that shit late with you. Did he say you wanna dead for this game to take the game with you? Like, if is he saying like if you want to dead for this game, as in like in real life in the streets, like dead people for the sake of the game in order to rap about it, then just take the game with you, as in just like leave, you know what I mean? Don't rap. Maybe that was complete reach, but that's sort of what my mind thought about when he said that. But crazy. Snakes, he said licked you down and they'll pray with you, like they'll backstab you, then act like they're your friend. Obviously, like are you bros your bros when it comes to the end? Will they dig the grave with you? Basically talking about snakes, man. Like I just said, bro. Like, are they really with you? Are they gonna always be helping you? Are they gonna be the ones pushing you to disaster or what? That was cold, fam. Shout out to Nathan James Teddy. I think on the Vex music video that I just watched, he directed that as well. Shout out to Av, man. He's getting some high production, bro. And I mean, he deserves it for sure. I'm trying to see him do as best as possible. You feel me? He's not pulling the views I need him to pull, bro. But hey, soon come, bro. Soon come. They're gonna start listening with their ears and not their eyes. You feel me? But yeah, this was hard, bro. RA went crazy. I was honestly expecting this to be some like not dead because it's Avelino, but like some like mid like promotional type of song, or not, you know what I mean, that type of thing. But this was dope. And yeah, hopefully you're gonna check more Av out in the future. I'll see you on the next one, and peace.